Law 47. Do not go past the mark you aimed for. In victory, learn when to stop. Okay, so this is pretty simple, very easy to understand. The moment of victory is often the greatest. So you have a victory, you're feeling good, that's your peak. If you keep going, you're not going to have any fun. It's going to be bad for you, and it's going to make you look bad. All right. The clearest example I could think is, let's say you're in a fight, you beat someone, you knock them down, they're done for. You're good there, okay? People will respect you. They'll be like, oh, okay, that's good. If you go and just keep hitting them, keep beating them, like I've seen videos on the internet where people will be on a bus, they'll punch someone out, and a person's down, and I just hit them another piece of like corn in my mouth. I'll hit them another 20 times, and you're just like, oh, terrible. You start to hate that other person for doing that, okay? So you don't want to be that person. Know when to stop. You have that victory, enjoy it at its peak, and then stop. In the moment after victory, arrogance and overconfidence can push you past your goal. By going too far, you make more enemies than you defeat. So like I just said, you go too far, you're being arrogant, you're being overconfident. Oh, yeah, like bam, bam. People are going to start to hate you. You're going to be like, oh, what a jerk. You know, you've seen this a million times. You've seen street fights. They knock the guy out. Maybe they hit him once or twice, and you're like, that's fine. But if they keep hitting them, or if they knock them out cold and they hit their head, and the other person keeps punching them, you're like, oh, that's unnecessary, dude. That's totally uncalled for. I hate you. I hope that, that happens to you. You know that feeling. You know that when someone goes too far, you start to dislike them. You start to hate them. Set a goal, reach it, stop. Plain and simple. There is nothing more intoxicating than victory, and nothing more dangerous. The greatest danger occurs at the moment of victory. So, right when you have that victory, you either stop or you continue. If you stop, you have victory, you stop at your peak, you enjoy it, you live as a champion. If you keep going, you have a downfall, okay? So you got to be very careful, because although that moment of victory is the greatest feeling ever, it's also where the most dangerous thing to you can happen. So be careful. Understand, in the realm of power, you must be guided by a reason. Okay? So a reason. You have a reason to do this. You set out, you have a reason, you've accomplished your goal. After that, the reason stops. You have to stop, you have to reevaluate what your reason is. If you act in arrogance and overconfidence without a reason, you're just going to seem like a fool, and people are going to hate you. Power has its own rhythms and patterns. Those who succeed at the game of power are the ones who control the patterns and vary them at will. Okay, so people run on patterns. If you're able to control those patterns, you can control people, you can have power. You can have power. Control your opponent, control your money, control your life, control your loved ones, and control, you might think that it sounds mean or something. No, control is just like, hey, this is what we're doing, it's a great plan, just follow it, and everyone's going to be happy, wealthy, and healthy. That's what control means. Success tends to go to our heads and makes us emotional. So we have success, we feel like, I'm the best in the world, I'm on top of everything, like, I'm great at this, blah, blah. You need to not get all emotional about it. You've had a victory, you had a success, cool. It's gone, you move on to the next one. Maybe you live it for a night or two, you enjoy it. How can I use this success to get me more successes in the future? So have your success and then go on to your next venture. So energy, 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 reach the goal, rest, reevaluate. So, if someone that's above you, like a master, a boss, a superior, if they give you a favor, if they're like, here, lunch on me, or hey, here's a raise, asking for more, especially right away, can be very dangerous. They give you a lunch, oh, hey, can I get free lunches for the week? They gave you a $2 raise, hey, can I get a $30 raise? Like, I want a $30 raise. They're going to feel like, oh, this person just taking advantage of me, okay? So there has to be the right rhythm and pattern to advancing yourself and asking for favors from superiors, especially if they've just gave you one. They feel good, hey, I have one favor for this person. Don't push and push and try to get more and more out of them on the wrong timeline. The timing has to be right. The rhythm, okay? The beat, the pattern. So the reversal to this, and like I said, this is very simple. Just know when you've hit your goal, when you've succeeded, when you have that victory. Enjoy it. Stop, okay? Don't keep going. Do not believe in momentum. Momentum makes you emotional and stops you from thinking and acting strategically. So before I used to think about keep your momentum going. Like, oh, you have to keep going or you're not going to be able to keep achieving. Listen, there's times when you need to go and you need to stop. If you think and train yourself in a way to where you have a goal, you accomplish it, you can have rest time. You reevaluate, you think, and you accomplish it. If you're just going on momentum, it's like goal, you might not even stop and you keep going, and that's where you can get in danger. So get the thought of momentum out of your mind and start to think more about strategies of, hey, here's my goal, I'm going to accomplish it, okay, got it, done, pat yourself on the back, here's the next one. It's not just momentum carrying you. It's you identifying goal, accomplishing it, resting and reevaluating, and then going towards the next goal. Leave momentum for those that have nothing better to rely on, okay? So that's Law 47. Very simple. In doing it, in actual acting and practice of it, it might take you a little bit of time. Just think and look back at the last time you had a victory. It could be a small personal victory. It could be a large victory, maybe a sporting event victory, and see if you handled yourself well. Did you accomplish your goal and then stop, enjoy it, and then move on to reevaluate and move on to your next goal? Or did you get your goal and like just keep pushing to where people started to dislike you? And then see what you can do to change that in the future. Maybe you have like an event coming up. Maybe you have a race. Let's just say you have a race. Okay, your plan is to win the race. Once you win, enjoy the moment. Be like, thank you for the trophy. And then just leave. Don't sit there and be like, yeah, you guys suck. Like, I'm the best. Like, F all you. You get what I'm saying? It's a little bit, I'm acting it out so you guys can see clearly what it means to go past the point of victory. You might not run a race, but it might just be something in your everyday life, like with your coworkers at your job or with the sports team you play on, like a local sports team, or even with your friend or your spouse, okay? So, like, comment, subscribe, get notified, ring the bell, share the video, and make sure that you're following Law 47. Do not go past the mark you aim for. In victory, learn when to stop.